My name is Wes Meadows, and I am the director of all of our youth programs here with the LA Galaxy. Our Discovery program was a program that we created about four or 5 years ago. And the reason that we created it was to create essentially an opportunity for players to be discovered through our programs, most specifically through our high-level camps that we run throughout the year. And it provided that opportunity for kids to come in, to get exposure, and then be identified for this program. The purpose of this program is twofold. For us, it provides the competitive environment for players to come into. We have players that are coming from all over Southern California, various clubs throughout Southern California. And what it essentially does is it puts players in an environment that they're not used to. So we like to create environments that kids are uncomfortable with, to be able to create unique friendships with kids that they normally don't play with their clubs on a week in and week out basis. And so this program allows that. It also allows players to be able to come in with our Galaxy staff. Our curriculum, our methodology is straight from our academy, and train with us with the LA Galaxy. We use a lot of our internal assets with the LA Galaxy, whether that be sports science, nutrition, cognitive development. We're able to use all those assets that kids don't have easy access to, and that allows us to do that with our Discovery program. It also allows players, if they're at the level, to be able to identify, to hopefully maybe potentially move on into our academy program. And so that was the reason that we created this, to provide that unique program that kids throughout the community, throughout Southern California, could come and take advantage of.
Tyson Wall, LA Galaxy Academy Director, so I oversee the day-to-day operations for the Academy. The GDP program it's a great program, and there's a direct tie to our Academy in that we have staff observing those sessions in the case that any are kind of at the level where we might have interest at the Academy level.
Our Discovery program is now a year-long program. We go 8 weeks in the fall, 8 weeks in the spring. We do a small-sided tournament towards the end of May, and then they have a week-long camp in June. Every session that we do is progressive sessions that come straight from our academy. So one thing to understand about this program is the importance of ball mastery and kids technically being very good. We understand that these kids aren't coming in a team dynamic, or they're not coming in with their team. So a lot that we do in our sessions is tailored more towards the individual player development pathway, so that kids are getting what they need to be able to take it back to their clubs, or if they transition over into our academy, we feel like we laid that foundation for those kids to be successful individually. Several of our coaches are directly in contact with our academy, along with myself, in the evaluation process of these players. We know the importance of having good coaches, good staff, and obviously for us, we're always trying to raise the bar in everything we do, whether that be coaching, whether that be player development. That's always our goal. Our main goal is to try to provide the best environment and the best opportunity for these kids to feel like they can be successful by coming through our program.
Organize your areas! Put your balls away!
I'm Jonathan Hernandez. I'm one of the coaches here for our Galaxy Discovery program, and I help lead the coaching and curriculum side, which is basically just me making sure that everything that we do in our curriculum, everything that's part of this program, is aligned to what is going to make the players replicate the environment that is very close to what our academy is like, right? Which is, of course, the best way to see how they would survive and how they would do in a scenario like that if they were playing at the academy level. So my job is just making sure that the coaches are prepared, that the coaches have all the details ready, the themes, the topics, coaching points, all the details, all the intricacies, and just making sure that it's executed in a way where the players are getting a good feel for it, they're adapting well to the environment, and of course on their end that they're executing everything that the coaches are giving them.
Are you happy? Yes! Love it. Go put your stuff away.
Don't forget why you're here. You're here working. Non-negotiable. You understand?
Yes.
You are here to work. Okay? We're not here to mess around. We're not here to waste time. We're here to train and we're here to work. Got it?
Yes.
Yes?
All right.
A lot of the programs that we do here with the Galaxy, we're very fortunate to have a lot of people in professional departments that are able to help us in being able to provide avenues to educate kids, not only on the soccer field, but off the soccer field as well. So far in this cohort with the Discovery program, we've had Herbalife do a talk not only with the players, but the parents as well, because we have some younger players that might not grasp the concept of nutrition. We do testing, whether that be through a 20-meter sprint, through juggling, through speed dribbling. So these different variations and being able to keep data on players can show us where players are based on what their age are.
And especially at the younger ages, when we bring players in, they're able to demonstrate those things at the GDP sessions. Usually a player who has a ton of comfort on the ball and a lot of confidence on the ball and is able to take players one-on-one, scanning and game observation. We're able to see those things at these sessions. So those are things we really look for. And usually a different level of like competitiveness and drive, wanting to kind of stand out and be one of the top players in their cohort. Those things for us stood out for the players that we've selected.
I think a lot of people probably look at our Discovery program and see that it is a direct link into our academy, but we also want people to know that regardless of whether they're coming into our academy or not, we want to be able to provide unique experiences for players to come in, and honestly, we want to feel like we've had a big part in the development of that player regardless of where they go. This is our first full year doing this program. It's allowed us to see players grow over the year. Again, regardless of whether they're with the LA Galaxy or somebody else, our goal is to grow the game. And so we want to try to do everything possible to do that. And it's been very successful to see that, whether kids are going into our academy. If they're not, they feel like that they have come through our program and raised the level of their game so that they can be successful with their club, with their high school, whatever that may be.
For me, the most important part of our Discovery program is it has helped us find a way to keep the best players in our community playing under the Galaxy umbrella and learning things that they're going to be learning once they come into our environment here. So hopefully the idea is that they are selected and eventually they get their opportunities to be either on trial with our academy team and then hopefully potentially signed by our academy.
The program here will conclude with a week-long camp that we'll be holding in June just specifically for our Discovery players. They must be part of our Discovery program, and then we'll start back up again. So we'll be doing an assessment sometime at the end of August, beginning of September, as well as evaluating players that are coming through all of our summer programs. We first look at those players, and then we open an assessment for any players that are outside of that, and then the program will be starting up again towards the end of September, beginning of October.
Yeah, just continue developing and enjoying it and loving it, and Path will take care of itself.